Welcome to our Divine Light Healing Circle. Today we are going to do exactly what is shown here in the back from one of the drawings of Jean-Luc Bozzoli. I've used his art with his permission a lot of times in the background because I find it so wonderfully resonating with what we are doing. And specifically, my guiding ones chose this. It's part of a bigger picture. And you see to my left this beautiful magenta light rose. And behind my head, you see these blue bubbles. And then further, you see these crystalline, almost translucent, pyramid-like, half-round shape, which reminds us of a Vogel crystal. And then underneath, we see also the earth, like with a little dot and another crystalline structure. So these will be all elements of our today's meditation as we are connecting with the heart, doing an ethereal and emotional and mental healing in a healing bubble with the blue, and then an energizing, soul energizing multiplication energy system with our Vogel crystal-like structure. And when you look at this picture here, you will see somehow something which looks like a tree in the back. And people who have taken seminars from me know that I always talk about the tree of life, symbolizing our soul self. And we will energize our whole soul with the part 3 of this today's healing process. So let us start. Closing our eyes again. And with a deep breath, we let the whole day go. We find our inner stillness. And today we start prepping by going consciously from our left brain consciousness to our right brain consciousness, where we are aware that we are all connected with the world and the universe. Brain part to the left. Brain part number 1 is the one who knows that I'm born and I die, and I have a lifespan in this body. To that brain part, I say, you are full of light. The body you are living in is full of light. As we are bringing in the golden light strand from the universal oneness through the gateway of the sun, and golden light floats into every single cell of our brain. Eyes, nose, mouth, throat, and neck. Golden light floats into the shoulders, arms, hands, and out of the fingertips, along the spine and muscle structure in the back, into the heart and chest, opening both wide, into the solar plexus to make it more radiant, into the whole digestive system, into the hips, legs, knees, calves, feet, and through the feet into the ground like roots. All old non-supportive beliefs and energies of the day can be swept away into Mother Earth for recycling, while just a glistening golden light prevails. Then let it overflow from the heart into the aura, your electromagnetic field. With every single breath, the gold fills your aura. As we're bringing in the second ray for today, the white silver sparkling diamond light, and it feels energizing and detoxifying as we're bringing in the white silver sparkling light from the universal oneness, and we're letting it flow into our brain, specifically into the second part of the brain, the left side of the brain, which is the part where it's the reptilian fight, flight, eat, mate mode. And we are transmuting and transforming that area of the brain by letting this white, silver, sparkling diamond light flood that brain part so that we are lesser getting triggered by the fight, flight, eat, mate mode, by what is now projected onto us from political arenas or other fear-mongering, that we are less triggered, but more purified with a white, silver, sparkling light as it flows through all the rest of the cells as well, into the center of our brain, cleansing and clearing the pituitary gland, energizing our eyes, energizing our ears, energizing our nose, mouth, throat, and neck, doing an extra swirl of cleansing and clearing in our neck part, so that no manipulation can easily be harassing us, as the white, silver, sparkling diamond light flows further into the shoulders, arms, hands, and out of the fingertips, along the spine and muscle structure in the back, into the heart and chest opening both wide. And from there we are right away sending it into the gold to mingle with the gold or fill the gold if you have already created a golden light bubble. However you do it is right for you. There is no right or wrong. Whether you commingle the white, silver, sparkling light with the gold, or you have the white, silver, sparkling light fill the golden light bubble, both is wonderful, as the white, silver, sparkling light flows further from the heart and chest, opening there both wide into the solar plexus to make it more radiant, whole digestive system, all our private parts, hips, legs, knees, calves, feet, and through the feet into the ground like roots, all the way down to the core center crystals of Mother Earth, to be able to energize those too, as she constantly does transformatory work for us and transmutes and transforms our toxicities with the power of nature. And we are helping with the white, silver, sparkling diamond light to give her more energy to do that fabulous work, to keep everything in balance and keep our nature beautiful. And then we are bringing into the right brain, that childlike brain, which keeps us being in the moment, being creative, bringing in new ideas. We're activating that with this fuchsia light, a beautiful fuchsia pink, dark pink light with a tinge of purple maybe. We can also call it light magenta. And bringing that ray from the universal oneness into the top of the head and letting it specifically flow into the right brain character number 3, the childlike brain, the brain of many ideas, being in the moment, having joy in the moment, and then letting it flow from there into the rest of the brain, eyes, nose, mouth, ears, throat and neck, shoulders, arms, hands, fingertips. This beautiful light magenta, rosy, purple, whatever you're seeing or however you describe it to yourself, that frequency of that fuchsia color flows through your body back and forth, and specifically in the heart, and opens your heart chakra like a rose, like a huge rose with many petals. And you might even feel your heart chakra open slowly and gently. And not just the front heart chakra, but also the back heart chakra, which is now safe within the light bubble, which we created earlier. It's safe to open up our back, to be supported from behind, to deem ourselves safe, to let things flow through us which are non-supportive, so that we are not keeping them in our system, but to having an open heart and an open mind, sponsored by this fuchsia frequency of being in the moment and being in the know and being like a child, loving it all, seeing it as a play it is, seeing it as a game, seeing it as a joy, seeing it as a place to have experience, like a huge sandbox. Some people play war in a sandbox, some people play family in a sandbox, some people play important person in the sandbox, and some people are just having fun and watching all the players in the sandbox and say, well, this is fun to watch. But it is what it is. It is a playing field. And so this magenta, fuchsia, pink, purple light will help us to remember that as it's flowing further into the solar plexus and into all our connection here on Earth, transmuting and transforming with love and light all the connections which are not conducive to our well-being through the energy strings and strands which connect us through the solar plexus. Once we're sending out the light into the strings and strands of our connections, the light will find its way easily and naturally as it flows further from the solar plexus into the whole digestive system, hips, legs, knees, calves, feet, and through the feet into the ground like roots. This vibration rate of fuchsia or lighter magenta or pink purple mix will help us to accept us more. To say, I accept my circumstances in this body right now. I accept my life plan right now. I accept this moment right now and play with it and being in it and not taking it too serious, because this is just part of the sandbox play. This is part of the sandbox play of the soul, having an experience. Sometimes it's bitter, sometimes it's joyful, but it's all part of a bigger theater play of life. So as we are sending out this particular frequency through the feet into the ground, into Mother Earth, we're also helping her loving more those who toxify the earth, loving more these grounds we tread on, loving more, accepting more, acknowledging more our environment, our beautiful environment, from the air we breathe, the water we drink, the food we eat, all may be blessed. And so we are bringing in this pink, purple, fuchsia energy and connecting not only through the solar plexus with all the strings and strands, but also from the heart. First, we're connecting to all the people we are knowing here on this planet, right now in this moment, and sending it out with a thought form like, hey, I played once with you. I sending you love. It was a difficult play, but it was okay. I understand now. Or it was a beautiful play. I am grateful. Or it was a short play, and I wished it could have taken longer. Whatever it is, send the love ray through the rose of your heart to all the ones you once played with, transmuting and transforming connections with the power of love, holding no grudges, because grudges are toxic to you and only you, sending love and light which shines bright through all your connections through the heart. And once you have sent it out and your heart is humming, we are calling now in all light beings and guiding ones who want to help us on our journey. And with that, we are greeting the light beings who come to our aid to the right and to the left. Some might stand guard behind us. Some might stand guard before us. Some might stand guard beneath and below us and above us. All of them here to support you in this earthly world, to be part of a solution of love and light at this moment. As we're now bringing in this fuchsia light and beaming it up into the universe, into the cosmos, into the galaxies, and we're letting it run through heart number 4 in our brain on the very right, that one which knows that we are part of a greater whole, of an endless whole, of a universal whole of oneness and wholeness. And with that magenta, fuchsia, pink, purple light, we are floating upwards, easily and naturally, through the center of our head, upwards, and it's also sponsored by the white silver sparkling light, shooting us higher like a rocket ship, further mingling with the pink fuchsia connection. And this energy rocket ship of our energy body is also coated with a layer of gold, as if our energy body is almost like a pyramid shape right now, like a rocket point shooting upward. And it gets higher and higher fast. You might see the earth from above, but you might also already be far up high in the ethers. Shooting up further higher. And when you're high enough, this encapsulated light of pink fuchsia, white silver sparkling gold opens again up like a lotus flower, and you're floating in the galaxies, in the universe. You're floating and feeling carried in the stream of life, in the stream of liveliness, as if you would float on an ocean, carried by the sea salt in the ocean, making you feel light, weightless. And like this, you're floating weightless in the ocean of stars and galaxies. And when you like this wonderfully relaxed, we're focusing on the next step of healing. It's going to be this bubbly place in time and space where there's a lot of healing cocoons. Some of you might remember where we established healing cocoons in our earliest healing meditations. But right now we have so many people on our list that we need more room. So the guiding ones showed us this conglomerate of healing bubbles, healing cocoons. And we are now magically drawn to this illuminated cluster of healing bubbles in time and space, of a higher dimension, of one of the many healing places created to rejoin wholeness and oneness. We might already see some of our people on the list embedded in these little light blue cocoons, as if they would be an embryo nurtured in the womb. We can now pick out one of these little bubbles of illuminated light blue to cozy in on it and let ourselves be worked on. Within the womb of the universal mother, the universal's womb, we are getting nurtured back from fragmentation to oneness, to wholeness, to betterment. Vibration rate wise, this cocoons in the womb of the galaxies help to bring aspect together from far and wide, from many incarnations, to be drawn here into this light blue cocoon to fill up energy holes in our system, whether it's physical system, emotional body, mental body, or even spirit body. Old memories, past life memories, old shock experience, bad diagnosis of diseasements, chronically or otherwise, can now be counteracted by the vibration rate of being evolved in these light cocoons. As we are an embryo, as a human, we verging to more a higher being, evolving into a higher being, evolutionary, evolving back to oneness and wholeness. This easement of the three-dimensional world can be shed away, wiped away, transmuted and transformed in this cocoon. aches and pains might be shown, and even pictures might arise, to then being able to let it go, absorbed by the transformatory white, blue, or other colors in the fabric of this cocoon, which will nurture you with exactly the frequency you need to go from fragmentation to wholeness and oneness. Feel the love from above. Feel the love from the cosmic mother. Feel the nurturing from the divine feminine. Creating in multiple forms. And we are a tiny fragment of this creation, reverting back in the bigger form of our light body, of our mental capacities, of our emotional understanding that we are part of the bigger whole in a glorious form, in a glorious mind, in a glorious body. And so you might feel as you're expanding in this cocoon of light, you might feel that this cocoon of light grows with you as it merges with your aura, as you're growing in your light body, like you once grew in the womb of your mother, your physical mother. And you're expanding your light. You're emanating stronger light. You're becoming a supernova strong ball of light, brighter and brighter. I'm told that you might see a particular symbol which might be an anchor and focus point for remembrance of this expansion process when you are back in 3D. So pay attention to that particular symbol so that you can utilize it in your day-to-day awareness and consciousness when you need to expand back into your soul self, your higher self, your expanded self. And now in this expanded self, we and also all the people from the list loosen up from the cluster of light and are transported as like magic into these crystalline floating structures, one for each person, like floating Vogel crystals in the galaxy, light ships. And our little soul bubbles, our little energy bubbles will be seeking out the designated Vogel-like crystal. And as your light bubble penetrates this crystalline structure, your whole body gets energized one more time. Your whole soul gets energized. like the soul strands and strings, all of them at the same time. Like your tree of life, all lives, from above or below, get energized through this attunement crystal of universal focus. This shape and crystalline structure of a energy ship, like a crystalline ship, can bring in momentum to bring you higher up, even further from here. It's an energizer. When you feel tired or distraught or hopeless or depressed, you can do this journey again and end up in this energizer crystal. This will be yours, waiting for you when you need energy. It's like a generator, a crystalline generator for your crystalline body. Feel how every single cell in your being pulsates, how you become the generator in your system, in your spirit, in your mental grid, in your emotional grid, in your physical form. You might feel tremendous heat in your hands or in your body. You might feel tremendous tingling. Hold this energy only as long as it is comfortable. Do not overdo it. If it gets too much, fold your energies back in as if you close the lotus bloom and float back gently into your body like a dandelion seed, parachuting slowly and gently with your consciousness back towards Earth and back towards your body. All of our people from the list are also now gently parachuting back into their respective energy form. And even the little animals, same way. They did the same journey as we did. Every being on our list, and including us, got a boost today towards universal oneness, consciousness, multidimensional awakening, and to just simply be a more loving self to ourselves and to others. Slowly and gently sink back towards Earth. And if you're still floating above Earth, send her love. All humans on this planet, all animals on this planet, all plant life on this planet, all microbes on this planet, all molecules on this planet, all protons, electrons, and so on. Let this globe be illuminated with love and light. Overriding low vibration, overriding disturbances, disharmonies, dis-ease, aligning disalignments, bringing more ease into dis-ease, bringing in more grace where we really don't deserve it, just because we are letting it in, we are letting it be. We are the gateway for more light on this planet. For that, I would like you to come slowly and steadily back down and put your hands on your heart and feel your heartbeat, feel your body, feel yourself in a body. And whatever you choose to experience in this lifetime, say to yourself, I am okay. You might not feel perfect, but you are okay. And I am loved. I am a gateway of light. With that, I wish you a wonderful rest of your week. Till we see each other again next time.